Troegs Brewing Company, Java Head Stout, brewed by Troegs Brewing Company out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. 7.5% alcohol. It's kind of high. Let's give it a shot. All in all, this is a straight coffee stout. It's not a sweet coffee stout. It's not a vanilla coffee stout. It's not a chocolate coffee stout. It's not a hazelnut or caramel coffee. It's coffee stout. It's not overly bitter on the coffee side. It's kind of a mild, smooth coffee, and it's a stout. But it's got a great kind of ale flavor behind the stout. I'm talking about that bitter. I'm talking about that slight bite, but it's not aggressive to where it's going to annoy you or bother you when you're trying to taste the flavors. It's heavy. It's a dark beer. And sticking to Troegs, because Troegs, this is what they do, there is a slight hop flavor behind it. I'm not sure if that complements it or insults it. I think this beer would have been fantastic without that hop flavor behind it, but I can see if you're going to Troegs, you're going to want that hop flavor. So this might complement it if you're a hoppy IPA drinker, but if you're not, it might kind of ruin it for you. For me, I'm the latter of the two. I really feel like this beer could have been perfect the way it was without that hop aftertaste that you get. All in all, it's a great Java stout. The coffee flavor, as I said, it's not overly sweet. It's really not sweet at all, but it's not that dry black coffee that you're going to get. And the stout is actually really nice too. It's thick, it's dark, it's got a great flavor. It's slightly on the ale side where it gives you that bitterness and that bite. I think it could have done without the hop aftertaste. I get that that's what Troegs is known for, but I really think that they could have done without that on this beer, on this brew. My drinkability on this, I could see having two of these. If it wasn't for that hop aftertaste, I could really see going back to this beer. But it is a bit overwhelming. After a few sips, it becomes that's all you're tasting now. Until you take a new sip to kind of refresh your mouth with the coffee, it's just kind of overwhelmed with this aftertaste that lingers of hops. If you like that, absolutely, I would recommend this to you. If you like your stouts, if you like your hops, if you're good with the coffee flavors, this is probably a perfect, if not more than perfect, beer for you. However, for me, I drink it, I get that coffee flavor, which is great, but then it's just kind of washed over and overpowered by this hop flavor that you get on the back half and the back nine of it. And even after that sip, it just kind of lingers in your mouth. I could see this more as like a winter month beer, just because it is a stout, because it is the coffee flavor. I can see the hop flavoring that you get on that back nine kind of bringing it out of that category and maybe into like a summer month or year round. But to me, this is more of a cold month beer. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this a 5, only because of that weird, over-aggressive hop flavor that you're getting and the aftertaste on the after note. If it wasn't for that, it would have scored a lot higher. I'd probably actually be really into this beer, but again, that's Troegs. I know that I should have. I mean, I was expecting it. I really was. I was expecting that hop flavor somewhere in this beer. I just wasn't. I just wish it wasn't so aggressive. But again, if you're looking for a coffee stout with some hop flavor in it, this is probably right up your alley. Again, that's Troegs Brewing Company, Java Head Stout, 7.5% alcohol. Hey guys, if you like that, why don't you head on over to my YouTube channel where I do more beer reviews, where I do all the drinking and you do all the listening and judging. I don't know how that's fair, but you're welcome.